We're seeing it right now. And I want to talk about some of the things that the Biden administration could theoretically do. And I'm going to tell you all right now, before we even throw this out there, it is absolutely laughable what we're about to talk about. And I'm telling you, we've looked this up in multiple different places. I'm not joking with you with what I'm about to throw out there as to what the quote unquote solutions could look like. How Biden could kill the debt ceiling. Here we go. The first one's my favorite. Number one, mint the coin. It's strange but true, as blogger Carlos Mucha pointed out back in 2010, an existing law gives the U.S. Listen, people, gives the U.S. You can't even say it with a straight face. Gives the U.S. Treasury Secretary the power to issue platinum coins of any value she wishes. Now, listen, any value, okay? So she mints a coin, any value. Treasury Secretary could issue, say, a platinum coin worth $2 trillion deposited into the Treasury's account at the Fed and use those funds to sustain the government until the debt ceiling is raised. Hold on, we got to talk about this one first. Okay, so wait a minute. So effectively what we could do is we could say, hey, listen, we're going to print this coin. Now, the coin doesn't act, we don't have $2 trillion worth of platinum hanging around. We're just going to print the coin, and I'm going to say, hey, Crusader, you are the Treasury Secretary. Please tell me, what would you like said coin to be worth? And then what he does is he says, well, how much do we need to be able to continue spending and pay off at it? I think the coin should be worth about $2 trillion. You say, boom, make it happen. There it is. Are we serious?
Sounds like FTX and their FTT token.
Yes, 100%. Just freaking make whatever you want. Give it whatever value
throw whatever
you feel.
Price you want on it and say, hey, we got our bills paid. How great would that be if you can just right now go into your backyard, get a piece of metal, pop, just bang it into a little coin and be like, hey, this coin is not going to pay my monthly bills. Here's my $2,000 rent. Here's another coin to pay off my car bill. Here's another one to pay off my credit card. Hey, why not?
Let's get to the next one. Second one. Invoke the 14th Amendment. Basically, some scholars have argued that the 14th Amendment, which specifies that the validity of public debt in the U.S. authorized by law shall not be questioned. So basically, it's just saying, hey, listen, the debt ceiling is unconstitutional because it threatens the validity of public debts. Okay? Now, what does this tell you? I'll tell you what it tells me. This tells me that we for sure, without any sort of question, operate solely on debt. Because if the argument to take something away is strictly based upon just debt, like, oh, well, I mean, like that's not fair. Then people can't assume that they're going to get their debts, that they're going to be able to get their money back from you, and that's unconstitutional. What? Okay,
that's right.
Okay, well, let's talk about the next one. So the next one, number 3. Declare ignoring the debt ceiling to be the least unconstitutional option. So now we're just not going with like, is it constitutional, unconstitutional? It's just the least unconstitutional. And then number 4, this one's great. Issuing quasi debt while the crisis plays out. Check this out. This is almost as good as the coin. Okay. So now in this option, okay, basically you could get around the debt ceiling by having the Treasury Department create a quote special purpose entity to issue new securities. So basically, they wouldn't be traditional treasury bonds, okay, that would pay for government expenditures. Because they're not treasury bonds, these securities would not be subject to the debt limit, to the debt ceiling. So effectively, they say, hey, listen, we're going to issue a whole bunch more bonds, treasuries, whatever, but technically, they're not going to fall under that purview. And so therefore, we can use that debt to continue rolling on the debt that we already have.
Bruh, just more and more ways on how they can print money without printing money and saying, we haven't, we're not making more debt here. But yes, we are, right? It's just literally loopholes in their little, code to make sure that the benefit goes back to them.
100%.
It's wild, dude. That's the only way they can keep pumping life into a dying currency.